Good morning. Welcome to the classiest place on earth. Good morning, everyone. Why is my mic different? What happened? What happened? Oh, every day. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I know the music's really loud. Let me turn it the fuck down. Good morning, and welcome to the classiest place on earth. I am a phlegm pot today, and my eyes will not stop watering. So if it looks like I'm crying, I'm not. I don't know what it is. They just will not. I've just been literally like crying all morning. It's just tears. I don't know why. My eyes are so irritated. So if I look like I'm crying, I'm not. I just look like I don't know what it is. Allergies. Maybe it's because it got nice yesterday. I don't fucking know, but I am like Booger Town. I don't get it. It sucks. I hate it. But here we are. Good morning. Right there with you? No. Feel like I got hit in the face with a bat and my nose full of glue. Same. All more like I said, it was really gross. This happens more often than not with me, honestly. It's disgusting. But like I wake up and I'm fine. I can breathe through my nose and then I sit up in bed. Like I sit up to get up and it's just like boosh, just this fucking like globule starts coming out of my face. And I have to run to tissue. Otherwise, it just falls. I mean, it's like, where is it? Where is it coming from in my face? I don't know. I couldn't even put I have no makeup on. I couldn't put anything on today because my eyes are just like, I'm crying. Why? Why? Nobody knows. Jasper decided to jump in my arms. That sounds like a great decision on Jasper's part.
In the bed.
Nope.
Calm the bitch down.
I got it, fucking Nick. How are you, love? Good morning, Delphinus. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Banana. Good morning, Zaquarion. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. It's early. We're tired. My eyes are just glucking. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this eyeball. This one specifically is just crying nonstop. It's driving me nuts. Ugh. At least your goo comes out. I have rubber cement living up there. Oh, honestly, I live off of Flonase. I think Flonase is the only reason I'm ever able to get anything out of my face, really. I exist on Flonase. Flonase is the only thing that helps me, like, breathe. What up, Mickey? Good morning. Good morning, Kun. How are you? Good morning, Bobalicious. Happy Saturday. Good morning, Wookie. How are you? Oh, God. Not when Elden Ring has a date to torture me. I mean, isn't that all the dates with Elden Ring? Isn't Elden Ring just, like, torture? Ooh, OCD cleaning sounds fun. This eye is so blurry. Why? Drive me nuts. Really? Just waters? Dude, and it's like, it was both eyes, but now it's just this one. And it's like a puddle right here. It's so weird. It won't stop. Hate it. I really should buy some of that shit. Oh my god. I have it like every surface of my house has Flonase in it. Because my face is so fucked up. Like, I just learned it long ago. I can't live without it. Flonase is a way of life. Good morning, Gimp. How are you? I am currently using the Facecam Pro. Yes, it is. Yeah, I have 2 of the cams. I think it's the newest one, right? The Facecam Pro. That's like the new model. Yes, this is the one. Zach actually bought it and he didn't like it. So I don't notice any like fantastic difference with it though, to be honest. Do you guys? Like it's not any better in terms of like focusing or anything like that. Like I still can't do cool makeup on stream because you guys can't see what the fuck I'm doing, which drives me crazy. What up, BDO? Good morning. Dude, it's just like I've got a river coming out of my face. I'm gonna dehydrate out my fucking eyeball. Wait, why? Oh my god, my alert was so low. Cecil Gimli, my fucking alerts were so low. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for subbing the class, keeping the class alive, and giving any swings to that fucking Prime sub. Do not forget to use your Prime subs, motherfuckers. Every time you don't use one, you shove a $5 bill into the greasy G-string of Jeff Bezos, and that's fucking weird. Stop. It's almost as weird as this puddle on my face that's developing. Thank you. A frozen bag of peas, yeah. It's usually one eye, but it has been both the last week, and now it's the other eye. The fuck? That's just not fair. Yes, the auto. Well, that's the thing. I don't even have autofocus on. But like, this is what I learned. These cameras have sales actually taught me this. These Elgato cameras have a perfect focus at exactly 30 centimeters away from the camera. And anywhere outside of that is garbage. So I literally have to be like right here. This is the perfect focus, but I'm literally so fucking close to my computer. And it's like, no one's sitting this close to the camera. The fuck? Nobody. It's not healthy to be that close to your fucking monitor. I'm learning me some Pathfinder. Ooh, do you like it? I've heard Pathfinder's great. Oh my god, did I not change stream title? Thank you. I was actually proud I put us in just chatting and didn't start in a game for once. It's doing it again. It's what do I take? What should I call the title? I don't know what to call the stream today. So bad at this. I can spell. I did it. I changed it. I'm learning. Oh wait, it's driving me crazy. 60 days to return. I'm thinking of sending my Elgato Pro shit back. Who sits still enough for that shit to focus? Frustrated party of two. Well, that's the thing. It does it on both cams. Hold on. Where's my other one? Is it this one? Yeah. So this is the other camera right here. Oh, it's not working right now. Great. They're both this. Like, I don't know where I don't know what they did to upgrade the camera. Like, it's the same as the other one. I don't know. The color balance is also completely shit. Like, if I showed you my camera software right now, you know how you can change you can make the light cooler or warmer. Essentially, it's like the white balance. I have it the coolest it can possibly go, and I still look yellow. I look green. But if I make it any warmer, I look orange. I turn into Trump. Like, there's just no, it's, I don't know what they did. I don't know what's better about it. Like, I don't turn on autofocus because it just does not work. I mean, literally, if I just do this, it'll be wah, 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 sit there and try to focus for 5 minutes. It's not worth it. So I just set it and I accept that I have to sit in this perfect spot all day. It's so stupid. Good morning, Ninth. How are you? Katie Ma, how are you? It's going well. It's much more crunchy than 5e, but more in there's a rule for that if you want. Rather than 5e's recent wing it approaches. I never really liked 5e. It was okay. It's fun. Like, I like it because it's D&D, but it's not the best by any means. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, I have to make the light so bright. Like, I have to change I have to change like the brightness of the camera so much just to make myself not look orange. It seriously just wants me, and I have no orange light. Like, I have blue white lights. It just makes me orange. I don't know. I don't know why. It's so weird. The other camera, like the older one, is better at the color like equalization. This one's better at lighting, I guess. I don't fucking know. Let's cheers. Let's 420 it. It's almost 420 somewhere. I have a stoner bowl from last night. I have no. Oh, no, yes, I do. I know what it is. I ground up some of this, the new Boulder Built one I got. This one's called Liquid Imagination, and it's a sativa. And the flavor profile is allegedly pine, gas, and lemongrass. I put it in a pot, so this is empty. I hate the bags. I think they're so stupid. And it's allegedly 27.0% TH to the motherfucking C. This is going to drive me insane. Happy 420 UK. Almost. Cheers. Oh, I gotta repack. Hold up. Okay, now cheers. That's a good strain, but it's strong. Yeah, that's a strong strain. Good morning, everyone. Woo! My eye. I really wanted to just put on some like basic cool makeup for the first part of stream, but this eyeball is haunting me. I did some eye drops, banana. I do have some, just like, clear eyes or whatever, just some generic eye drops for like, irritated eyes. And I did some before stream. And I think those helped. Now both my eyes aren't watering. So that's good. But this one, it just won't stop. I don't know. It's been going all morning. Like literally since I woke up, this eyeball's just been crying. But I think eye drops made that one stop, which is nice. So at least I'm not just like, but yeah, I have to. Like, I think your eyes, I'm not a expert on the head, nose, and throat shit, but I think your eyes and your sinuses and everything is all very connected, isn't it? It has to be, because if I do this really hard, I can blow air out my tear ducts. Yes, okay, that's what I thought. Yep, all of it. That's what I thought. Yeah, the dry air can really do it to you here. It's a blessing and a curse because humidity in summer. That's the thing. It's so. I feel like this time of year, very specifically in Denver, like January, February, March, is so dry. It just is like hurting me. It's hurting my body. I'm drinking so much water and peeing so much. It's ridiculous. It's literally asinine. But it's just the time of year, I think. My right eye will water when I'm out in the cold, slightly windy conditions. Same. I think, honestly, that's what like triggered it is I took the dogs out this morning and the cold wind hit and this eye was just like, we're going to pool all day now. Forever and ever and ever. This is my life now. You have a sore on your eye? Oh my god. Ouch. How did you like an ulcer sore? How did you get it? Ow, 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 ow. I'm a weepy bitch. I am. I feel like my nana had she had LASIK way back when it first was like invented, when they like cut the top of your eyeball off. And something about it made it so her eyes would literally just cry nonstop all the time. For the rest of her life, she just had like tears running out of her eyes. I did that too, Mickey. I washed the shit. I mean, I wash my face every morning, but I tried all that. I did the cold water. I flushed my eyes. Like, this eye is just irritated. Is it really relevant? Thank you. That's what, honestly, I've only lived here 3 years, right? Yeah, this March will be 3 years. And if I've just noticed, like this time of year, if you guys aren't on Twitter, I tweeted a picture of it, but like I'm sleep clawing my body to pieces. Like I'm scratching my flesh off in my sleep because I'm so fucking dry. So I'm just smothering Aquaphor all over my fucking body because I don't know what else to do. But I literally have like claw marks up and down my spine where while I'm sleeping, I'm just doing this shit. I don't even have any fingernails right now. Like I'm just rug burning myself. It's bad. It's bad. You shouldn't be able to blow air out of your tear ducts, but the separation's really thin and often breaks. I've heard, like, my doctor told me it's a really, really rare thing that just some people have because I've met 2 other people in my life who can do that. And it's just like, it's a really weird, yeah, you definitely shouldn't be able to blow air out of your tear ducts, by the way. This is true, but it's a weird, like, phenomenon. Like, some people, you know how when you go, scuba diving to pop your ears, you like, and blow and pop your ears. I can't do that. Neither could my sister Katrina. We just blow air at our tear ducts instead. Like, I cannot scuba dive. I can't pop my ears. It's impossible. Like, I can yawn, like, pop my ears when I'm driving over a mountain pass, but doing this does not pop my ears. My sister Katrina could make fucking milk come out of her tear ducts if she had milk in her mouth. Disgusting. But I don't know what it is. Rod's wife as well. Rod's wife is so fucking Rod's neighbor lady. I'm sorry. Um, Rod's lovely neighbor lady also can blow air at her tear ducts and can't pop her ears. Those are the only 2 people I've ever met that are like that, though, other than myself. When I got mine done, they said there would be a chance I'd be completely night blind because of the light halos. Oh my god, I was in my early 20s and lacked any sort of thought beyond the now. Are you okay, though? Ooh, Militia, that sounds so fucking delicious. I am a weepy bitch. It's true, it's happening. We're going through a cold ass summer here in Melbourne, Australia. Is it cold? Really? Like, what's the temperature there right now? Anime, how are you, love? Good morning. Shad, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class 11, giving a name swings for so fucking long. I appreciate you, love. That's a fucking
2 years. Holy shit. Thank you. I appreciate you, love. Damn.
damn. My nose itches. Hold your ducks. No shit. So if I like did this, I don't want to do it right now because it creeps me out, but I'm gonna try that sometime. I never thought that I could like plug my tear duct. Ooh, that's so creepy. Touching my tear ducts makes me feel creepy. I can paw my ears by closing my eyes tight. I can do that too. Yeah, it's almost like yawning. Like you kind of do this like, and it creates like that weird fuzz between your ears. I can do that too. I grew up like driving over the mountain pass in Washington at least once a month. So we learned aptly how to pop our ears because your ears get fucked when you go to those elevations. But for some reason in the water, it doesn't work. Cinemus, is that what they're actually called? The Eustachian? Am I saying that right? Oh my god, banana, no shit. I wonder if they, like, it wears down. Militia, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving an A swings so fucking long, and using that Prime sub! Don't forget your Prime subs. Every time you don't use your Prime sub, you are firmly tucking a $5 bill into the G-string of Jeff Bezos, and that bitch does nothing for society. Stop doing that. Find someone who deserves a sub, and throw them your Prime for fuck's sake. Thank you. But yeah, I run a vaporizer to put a gallon or two of water into the air in my office once a day. I have two air humidifiers in the house going all the time this time of year because otherwise I feel like I'm cracking in half. My eyeball. Ugh. So pumped for the game, Squee. Wait, what game? Which game? The one that did you guys see which game won on Twitter? Stanley motherfucking Parable, my dudes. I downloaded all of them, so don't worry. They're all there. But Stanley Parable is what won. I think, right? Oh, it is a rare mutation, just to be that weird, like, lack of whatever. Meanwhile, it's getting warm again here, 54 degrees. Dude, it was 56 degrees here yesterday, Fahrenheit. 13°C. It was 13 degrees Celsius here yesterday. And the past 3 weeks, we haven't broke 0 degrees. Colorado is so weird. The way that the fucking, like, weather can just jump like that. Literally, we have been below 0 degrees, like painful, stingy cold weather for a while. And yesterday it was 56 degrees. It was so nice out. It's weird. I had to turn the heat off in my house. Like, it was weird. The station part. Oh, God. Ears are weird, man. Wrecks my hearing for the day, but I'm popping my ears all day. Oh, God. Yes, Stanley Parable one. It was between Stanley Parable, Subliminal, right? Subliminal something, and then There Is No Game. But I downloaded all three, and we're gonna play all three. Like, don't worry about it. It's just these are just games that I can play without involving Miss Inger over here. As soon as this is fixed, it's Stray though. I'm finishing fucking Stray. 17 degrees yesterday with rain, whereas we get high 30s and sometimes 40 degrees here this time of year. It's fucking insane. This place is so wild. Rapunzel, that's crazy. That's really cold. Is that like how is nature handling that? Like I'm trying to think of a way to word that, but like all your wildlife that depends on like the summer. I own a lot of Australian animals and they are so needy when it comes to sunlight and heat. Like I can't imagine what it's like there right now. You Stacy Ann, heyo. I did so much stuff in my 20s and think, how the fuck did I have that much blind confidence? I blame on being an ignorant twit. I mean, I still do shit like that nowadays. I don't know. Like, serotonin overrides everything. Stanley Parable's S tier. I think I must have installed it and played maybe like a minute and then it didn't work or something because it says I have one achievement in the game, but no hours played or anything. I don't know. I don't remember it, so I don't give a fuck. We're going to play it anyways. Zach said it's hilarious. 60 here in Kansas and it's been 30 or below, right? That's us. Yeah, it's just crazy how wild the weather can jump like that. I still have an image of someone putting a fiver in Jeff's G-string. Dude, crunchy, greasy G-string. Like, you have to make that, like, to tuck your $5 bill in. Mm-hmm. In Florida right now, it's cool at night at close to 80 in the afternoon. That's beautiful, though. That's beautiful. No vibrating your eardrums with your in-ear muscles. It's what creates the vibration fuzz sound you describe. Oh, creepy. Superliminal, that one. Thank you, not subliminal. Super. I had it written down, but I took my book somewhere because I was asking Zach about the games. I don't know where the fuck my notebook went. But yeah, those are the three that I already owned that chat was like, these are really fun games that you can play that are not, I stabbed my own hand a week or two ago. That's it. So this hand's just out of commission for a bit. Cuteness, I have many, many times throughout my entire life. It's just my face is fucked up. Like, I just genetically have fucked up sinuses. There's one procedure that they can do, where they go in and, like, flush your sinuses out, and it essentially give you, like, a nose job, so you have to have those huge splints up your face and everything, but, it's not guaranteed. It's like a 30% success rate, whether or not it actually makes a difference in your life, and it would take me out of commission from streaming for 3 weeks or more. I literally couldn't speak. I wouldn't be able to speak or move because I'd have these 2 huge splints in my face for at least a week, and then after that, it's just like I don't know when there'd be an appropriate time in my life to do that, especially for the risk reward balance, like 30% success rate on it. Also, that's a 30% success rate on people who have not been stepped on by a horse. I have had my face shattered by a horse. Therefore, I've told you, like you guys know, my nerves are fucked up. Every time I go to the dentist, it's like a guess and check game as to how they're gonna numb my face. But that also affected my sinuses and everything up here. So I don't even know if if they could even do it on me because this is all rewired, fucked up from just healing differently. Right? Yeah. So like even all the doctors I've gone to, the way this is literally their body language. They're like, we could do it. That's what I've seen like 7 throughout my life. We could try it. And this does not give me confidence in any way, shape, or form. I'm like, this does not make me want you to break my nose apart into pieces at all. And it's because they just don't know. Like I've had a million like CT scans and MRIs of my skull and my head to make sure it's not like some crazy infection going to my brain. That's how I found out I actually do leak cerebral spinal fluid out my nose sometimes. But it's not like anything life threatening or anything. It's just when you get tap danced on by a horse when you're 12, your face is different. And nobody knows. Like it's literally a guess and check. Yes, Mickey, thank you. How do the ecosystems cope? Yes, Rapunzel, that is how I wanted to say it. Thank you. Wait, there's an achievement for not playing it for 5 years. Oh my god, I wonder if that's the achievement I have, Sales. Shut up. I wonder. Good morning, Nudgeel. Good morning, Boywell. We've got a potato shortage. No shit. And our vineyards are badly affected due to all the rains. Australia's been getting since November. Oh shit. That's insane. I can't imagine rain being a bad thing, but in a dry environment like that, like, yeah. Damn, dude. I hope you guys end up okay. It's so crazy because, like, I feel like just yesterday you guys were experiencing those horrific fires, and the rest of the world, we were all watching people like trying to rescue koalas out of bonfires and shit like that. It's so backwards. Oh, Marie, there's no such thing as off topic here. Over a year ago, I left my workplace, first job after uni with great people. That was everything I hoped for since I also struggle with anxiety. Oh, are you going back? I was working there for 6 months. I loved the people in the job, but left because I realized I could no longer ignore the fact that one guy I reported to was being purposely a dick towards me. You don't deserve to work in an environment like that. Nobody does. Nobody does. Like, it doesn't matter how much you're being paid or how great the job is, so on and so forth. Nobody deserves to go to work every day and be miserable because someone's a bully. Fuck that. Period. Nobody. We are adults. Like, that's bullshit. I have a few friends going through that in their workplace as adults right now. I have a friend who's literally an elementary school teacher and another teacher is a fucking bully. That's insane. But it's fucking disgusting and it's everywhere. Um do you have to take antibiotics before the dentist? Nope, not usually. 2 months you came back. Recently on one of my many scans on LinkedIn, I came to realize that the guy because of whom I left the workplace no longer works there. Oh fuck yes. You're going back? Hell yes. Oh, that's so exciting. Good. Good. No one deserves that treatment in a workplace. Period. End of story. Like that's bullshit. I'm so happy for you. Mickey, thank you for gifting a sub to Omarito. Omarito, use a butt wizard to the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways because nothing is sexier than pure sober consent. Thank you, Mickey. Yeah, and Mickey has I mean, I didn't want to I don't like sharing people's shit unless they want to. But yeah, you're one of them. You're one of 2 teachers I know who's being bullied in the workplace of a school where children are being like that. I just you know what I'm saying? My brain goes, "What?" I'm sorry, what? Ooh. Imagine if those teachers knew. Imagine if parents knew. Like, oh yeah, your kids' teachers are straight up just fucking bullies to everyone. Shut up. Okay, back from the doctors. Turns out I have a fear of giants. It's called fee-fi phobia.
Calm the bitch down.
Get the fuck out. Good morning, Leaf. That's my workplace in a nutshell. It's toxic as fuck. That's not okay. And nepotism, oh god. Nepotism makes it even worse as the family has basically taken over all the management positions. How's that illegal? I've taken antibiotics multiple times from the dentist, but like not every single time I go to the dentist. They're not like, "Oh, you should take antibiotics today." Like, no. But I mean, usually, like, especially if you get, a root canal or something, I think they usually put you on some antibiotics, right? I think it's been a very long time. Oh, Marie, that's fucking awesome news. That's amazing. I'm really excited for you. No one deserves to be treated like that. I'm excited for you, and I'm also proud of you for stepping out of that environment and recognizing that your mental health and that you just in general deserve to be treated better than that. You know what I mean? That takes a lot. We are hardwired all over the world. I don't think it's country specific. We're hardwired to just accept we are privileged to have this job. We're super lucky to have this job, and we should put up with everything they throw at us because we're just lucky and we're dispensable. And there's a million other people that will take this job. We're hardwired to believe that, and that you can never walk away when you're miserable because someone's making you miserable. I'm proud of you for that because I don't know if I could do the same. Like, that's huge. Good morning, Octoberville. How are you, love? They gave me antibiotics for my bad wisdom tooth. Yep, I definitely had antibiotics when I had my wisdom teeth out for sure. Definitely for, like, root canals and stuff like that, yeah. I'm sure every workplace is toxic. I've worked in some not so toxic. I mean, every once in a while there's, like, shitty people, but not enough of them to make the entire workplace toxic. Like, not enough to, like, create a culture of it. I've worked at some nice places where it's not totally bad. Like, there's always gonna be a shithead. There's always a couple shitheads, like, that's just inevitable, and if you don't know who the shithead is, you know what I'm saying? Might be you. They do antibiotics after that, that's what I thought, yeah. Yeah, not all I've worked at some wonderful places. It's like, it's unrealistic to go into any situation assuming everyone's gonna be just peaches and cream, like, there's always gonna be someone you don't like all the way or you don't get along with. That's just part of being an adult, though. I applied for a job, I'm excited. Ooh! Oh, I'm very excited for you. Good morning, Spence. How are you, love? Fun story. On one of my root canals, they screwed up midway. Oh my god. So I was on antibiotics for 3 weeks. Did you even shit for 3 weeks? Oh my god. If you smell shit everywhere you go, check your own shoe. It's a really good way. I mean, there's a comedian that says that, like, every family has an asshole, and if you can't find them, like, look in the mirror. That's a good way of putting it, though. Management toxic is such a deal breaker. Can't avoid them if they're there. That's the one caveat. Yeah, I would agree 100% with that. With what Militia said, like, it's a trickle down, right? So if your boss is absolutely a shithead, and you know, subsequently the trickle down, most of management's going to be shitheads. Unfortunately, that sucks. I've definitely been in that situation before. Hello, Sammy. How are you, my love? I worked at a hospital where I would rather have a new grad come in and intubate my patient than my boss. Because my boss didn't know how to do anything. My boss didn't know how to do anything. Nothing. They'd been out. They'd literally just like cloistered themselves to their office for so many years. They'd lost all of their skills as a therapist. Not a thing. I've definitely worked in environments like that, and I'm like, how? And that boss is the one hiring the new grads. So I'm like, how the fuck are you? Okay, it's very confusing. It hurts my head. How are you, Sammy? I always love the eye contact you give to chat. Not a lot of people do that. Really? I mean, to be fair, Cucks, I have been like how do I put this? I've been, like, informed that it can make some people insanely uncomfortable because I do this in real life too. When I was a kid, like, growing up, my parents, if I wasn't making eye contact with them, if I blinked, they were offended, you know what I'm saying? Like, every moment they were speaking, they do this kinda shit, like, "Pay attention. Are you not listening to me? Listen to me. Listen to me," and they'd snap in your face. And so, I have, like, this horrible, like, if I wanna show someone I'm paying attention, I, like, get and I've learned that in life, a lot of people, eye contact was used as an intimidation or as like a violent thing with bullying or whatever. And so some people get fucking intimidated by me. And so I have to like consciously be like, Katie, don't look at their eyes too long. Look at the ceiling. Look at the ceiling. Look at the ceiling. Pay attention. Look at the ceiling. Pay attention. Look at the ceiling. But I don't know, man. It's the way I'm wired. But thank you. I'm doing all right. Own Corner, Texas is thawed. Oh, good. And we mercifully had little tree damage. Looks like no issues with our home. Just need to get some trimming done and clean up our yard. Thank fuck, dude. Has anyone heard of, I think Gassy and Beth lost power too, and I don't know if they had it back yet. It's been pretty crazy out there. 1 out of 1 people are assholes in the morning, unless you're a morning person. We went to a wedding last night that was beautiful, but wait, what? There was residual cold left. It was 46 degrees F at like 6 PM and everything was outside. 46 degrees sounds fucking tropical to me right now. How sick is that? I'd kill for that. That's like shorts weather. Good morning, Anubis. How are you? It's been so cold though. Yesterday it was 50 degrees and I was like, oh, the sun. I probably would have stabbed my parents if they did that. It was weird. And they still do it. Like, if you're not looking at them while they're speaking, you're not paying attention, you're not listening, and they get real offended, and I don't know where the fuck that comes from, but because of that, like, I'm listening. And for a lot of people, that makes them highly uncomfortable. So, like, if we're ever in person and I make you uncomfortable with intense eye contact, feel free to poke me in the eyes and say, "Stop." I don't get offended. I'm doing it because I think I need to. I bit their hand. Wait, whose? I picked up a trick of looking over someone's shoulder while talking to them. I started looking at their hairline. Glut, same. I start looking around their forehead. Literally, I start doing this because it still looks like I'm looking in your eyes. Same. And that way I'm not like piercing someone because I'm just trying to be not rude, but it makes a lot of people uncomfortable. For instance, Zach, he's told me that before. Like, I've never, made him uncomfortable, but he told me, he's like, oh yeah, my dad made staring and eye contact, grabbing my face and making me stare at him was a big intimidation thing when I was a kid. And I was like, oh my God, that is horrible. About Mount Washington? No. Babe with the power. What power? Power of voodoo, hoodoo, you do. You remind me of a babe every day. How are you? Stare directly into their right eye. It subconsciously puts their left brain on alert and creeps them out. I've never thought about that. Does it really? They do? Oh, they have power back since yesterday. Thank fuck, dude. I just saw Beth's tweet. She was saying, like, I can't make tea. And I was like, I don't know what I'd do without coffee. What the fuck? What does one do? What does one do? No shit. Oh my God. Negative 108 degrees wind chill on Mount Washington. Holy shit. Yeah, that's freeze your eyeballs, right? Oh my God. Fucking dicks, dude. That's death. That's death. Oh, relevant, 100%. I'm 6 feet tall. Stare. Yeah, it's a whole package of, and it's just like unconscious intimidation, which is so sad because I'm sure it comes off as like planned behavior. I'm big. I'm a big presence, and now I'm gonna stare you down and make you feel less than. When in no fucking way, shape, or form is that my like intent at all. I actually know I shrink around people. Like if the whole room's shorter than me, I tend to like start to curl in on myself, or I stand in a very particular way that swings my hip out and brings me down about an inch. It's weird. It's like an adaptation to make myself not be imposing. Babe, I'm pretty good. Cold, but good. Stare at their chin and look confused. That way you have a great. Well, I always feel like if I stare below the nose, they're gonna think there's something on their face. Because I would. Mother Nature's fucking pissed. That is so cold. Oh my god. Kona says the wind chill here in MA last night got to -38. We got any Canadians in chat? Are you guys dying? I'm trying to see how bad it can get. That is fucking nasty. No, thank you. I was always told I was intimidating, but I don't know why. I don't know. People don't really tell me what they think about me, to be honest, very often. I got that one time, that review at work. That's the only time. But I know. I'm not an idiot. You know, I'm aware. I see myself in the mirror every morning. It's a predatory stare. Is it? Well, yeah, eye contact is a challenge, right, in the animal world? And I bet something animalistically, like, inside of us kind of senses that, right? Working the tank farms and oil fields were bad, but on the mouth of the Maumee is it Maumee? Maumee River in Toledo was the coldest I've ever been. How cold was it? Do you know? I don't know how cold. I think the worst I've ever been in is, like, -20, and that was in Canada. Of course it was. 'Cause Canada's cold. Yeah, I mean, I think if you make eye contact with a primate, that you're gonna die, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, apes and shit, like, that's a straight up, they're gonna rip your face off and eat it. And with dogs, I think it's kind of a challenge. I think. Maintained eye contact's weird. Occasionally it's fine, but otherwise it feels like staring. 100%. Like, I've trained myself not to be, like, a dead stare. So I, like, look around while we're talking or blink and look down, and I've learned to, like, I've learned that most people, when they're thinking, they look to a certain direction instead of just staring directly ahead and thinking. So I'll do this sometimes. Like, I've had to train myself to break away from it because otherwise it's very creepy to anyone but my parents. Oh, cats, it's a challenge. Cats, it's a challenge. Okay. Our lizard brain lights up with prolonged eye contact, I'm sure. I would totally not be shocked by that at all. Not sure how cold it was, but the Coast Guard cutter that was on the way across Lake Erie was having issues traveling in the wind. Oh my god, it was on Lake Erie. Dude, those lakes get I learned about lake effect, and I learned that, like, just the cold of the lake, like, snow can literally blow off the surface of the lake because of how fucking cold they get. Like, snow is not created in the clouds, it's on the surface of the lake. Uh, Magic. I don't know. I'd never known anything about lake effect. That's amazing. Oh, no shit. It's why if you lock eyes with cougars, you don't break eye contact or they'll rush. Really? And it's the same with, like, domestic cats? I mean, if they weren't, domesticated. Up and to the left stare is remembering. I've heard there's ways to tell, like, what people are thinking about or what, like, if you look to the left, it's like recalling a memory. If you look to the right, it's something else because you're pulling from different sides of your brain. I've heard that. I'm not doing that. I'm faking it. Like, I'm purposely, like, I'm listening to you and I'm telling myself, time to break eye contact, Katie. It's so weird, but I know I creep people out if I don't. A way to build trust with your house cat is to slowly blink while looking at them. Really? It shows trust. I mean, that makes sense because the breaking eye contact thing, right? Cats will stare at you with a slow blink if they trust you. Oh my god, you guys are on the same wavelength. That's so weird. Sheepy, 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 sheepy. How are you, love? Good morning. You aren't gonna get that new NVIDIA software that deep fakes you staring at the camera constantly? No. Nope. Deep fake makes me freak out. Nope. Up to the right is lying. Really? Oh, so up to the right maybe is like creating a story? Interesting. I wonder why. Is your left brain your creative brain? Because looking to the right would be using your left brain, right? Is that your creative side? I never remember, like, theoretically, what side is what. But there's, like, a thing, right? No shit. That's true about cougars. It's really dangerous in the bars. In the bars down here, they travel in packs. Cougars do? I thought they were totally solitary. Wild. Oh my god, Kun, I saw a TikTok of a cat of doing this where, like, the cat was stalking their owner down a hallway, and the owner had a camera, and the owner would go behind a wall and then come back, and the cat would be 3 inches more towards them, but completely still. And then they'd move the camera to the wall and then come back, and the cat would be here. It was so fucking weird. It was hilarious. I've never had an indoor cat, so I'm unfamiliar with cat behavior. What if you locked eyes with a bear? I think bears, you just die. Nimmy. Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving it any swings for so fucking long. I love you. How are you? I hope you're staying warm. Classy human approximation protocol requires pause and retinal alignment. Engage ocular servos. Wow. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I know, Glut. I was trying to play along. It's my eyes stopped weeping. That's something. I don't know why, but it's done now. Oh, yeah, for those that are unaware, I don't know if this is like a thing all over the world or if it's just in the US, but calling an older woman a cougar is like a thing if she's hot and hits on younger men, right? Does she? I don't know if hot is a thing. She hits on younger men, right? Yeah, okay, cool. I knew it. Yeah, I don't know if that's a thing all over the world, though. That's why I felt like... Sorry. I don't know. Next time management calls you in for a talk, make eye contact, widen your eyes as big as possible, and flare your nostrils while leaning your head back. They'll be impressed. Seriously? It's like animal behavior. That's so weird. My cat used to do the horror movie thing where he would run past doorways behind me, then sneak back and run past the same direction. That's so cute, though. Dogs are so not smart enough to figure any of that out. My dogs just are always directly behind me like this. All the time. 24/7. He's right there. Staring at me. All the time. Depends on the country, but yeah, okay. I wasn't sure. Kendo, good morning. Thank you for the biddies. How are you, love? Thank you for the hype train, y'all. I don't know what the fuck happened, but thank you. Silver Zen. Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving names swing so fucking long. I appreciate you. Hot potato. My coffee is not hot enough for this to feel real. In the UK, we call them slags. A slag? Is that like a derogatory term, though? Because cougar's not a derogatory term. I've never seen anyone like, I think it's kind of like she nailed a young one. Good job. I don't know. I never thought it was a derogatory term to call someone a cougar. Is it? I don't know. Sammy, thank you for 31 months of subship. I appreciate you, love. That's a fucking long time. How? Thank you for summoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving it new swings. I fucking appreciate you. I don't even know fucking time, though. J-Ski, good morning. How are you? It's just a slag is a promiscuous lady. Spence, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving it new swings. That Prime sub! Don't forget to use your Prime subs. Every time you don't use it, you're firmly tucking a $5 bill into the G-string of Jeff Bezos. Bitch does nothing good for society. Maybe give it to a streamer who deserves it. Doesn't have to be here. It can be anywhere. But every time you don't use it, I mean, seriously, you're still paying for it. Use your Prime subs. Thank you. I appreciate you, Spence. Kendo just gifted 10 subs in the chat. What the fucking fuck? Also, Spence, that was our second child. We shall feast this eve. Medieval Melody, Matthewsums. That was just terrible. We're going to go with it. Just bacon things, Sirska. What the fuck, chat? Don't do that to me. Don't fuck with me today. Deciduous Pine, Dupe, Erican, KM1709, Magic Mistress, and Brooby. Use all butt wizards of the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all ways. Because nothing in this world is sexier than pure, sober consent. What the fuck?
I'm gay.
Sally the altar boy tipped $6.66. Bezos bypass.
For those who didn't hear, Bezos bypass. Bless your heart and thank you very much. Good God. Okay, so yeah, slag is derogatory, but it's not age specific. It just means girl who sleeps around a lot. Okay. Is it a negative term? We're trying to crush that shit in the US, like slut and whore and shit like that. Like, we're owning it. Like, what is it? Ethical slutting? Ethical whoreship? I have a book about it. It's very tone context to call someone a cougar in a good or bad way. Oh, is it? Okay. I don't really communicate with humans often enough to know these things. Slag's also trash metal that's on the surface of metal and of metal and a fresh weld. Seriously, it's also the trash metal that's on the surface of metal and a fresh weld. I did not know that, and I grew up welding with my dad. Wow. Whoa! Use your Prime subs, you slags! Seems mean. Did I just call you all hooers? We'll get it right this time, Katie. I promise. Oh, yeah. Maybe we'll cook it better. The only really scary part about cougars is they know what they want, and a lot of young guys think they know what they're doing. I mean, that honestly is like that sounds appealing to me. I wouldn't want to be with someone that has no idea what the fuck they want. Like, I'm all about that. What's the line? Every man thinks he wants a lot of sex until he meets a woman that wants a lot of sex. I've never heard that before, but that just literally tore an entire lobe off of my heart. And I need to go shit it out now. I've never heard that in my life, and that hit so hard. Oh! So slag is more like a village bicycle. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. That makes sense. Be safe and slag around, Katie. I can do this. Hewers. Wait, I've been considering whipping up a playlist for the next time you do music things just so I can send you that. Dude, do it. Seriously. If there is ever a time in my life where you guys hear me say, I'm not really into music anymore, I think I'm going to stop. Someone please come find me and put me in the hospital. It's time. It's time for round 2. I'm not okay. Something's happened. Like, even in my darkest, most depressive downslope of bipolar, when I couldn't taste food, I still enjoyed music. You know what I'm saying? I need help at that point. That's a danger time. Most apt sentence ever said, right? Doesn't that I have to read it one more time. Every man thinks he wants a lot of sex until he meets a woman that wants a lot of sex. Dude, that just hurts. I want to send that on a greeting card to like half the dudes I've ever dated. Jesse Robbins! Thank you for those 205 gay bits, love. I need a pack a bowl. Wasn't that what I was going to do? Yes, I was going to grind up weed and pack a bowl. Thank you for those biddies, love. I appreciate you. Thank y'all for the level 3 fucking hype train. The hell? Dude, that glut, that's just... I mean, you guys know I've bitched about it many times. I dated a guy who straight up did not like sex. Just didn't like it. With anyone. Anytime. And for someone like me that is like, I'm basically Lilith. Like, if anything's happening, I'm just like humping a table. That was a really, really unhealthy situation to be in. Would not advise. Look at that nug. She's so pretty. She a pretty hoe. She thick. Thicker than a snicker. I listened to all of those songs this morning while I was wiping away my weeping eye. They were the first ones that came up. I just put my playlist on this morning when I woke up when I was just drinking coffee and was waking up. That was repetitive. That Wu-Tang one is so good. That was a really good wake up song this morning. It's just so chill. Women in their 30s are horny as fuck. Also, menopause doesn't always stop the horny in women. I don't think it does. I think it makes it more strong. Because I think, like, as uterus-owning people get older, we have more testosterone, and that makes us really horny. Right? And isn't that when menopause is happening, it's because our estrogen and our progesterone just, like, take a dump. So we've got a ton of testosterone, and it makes us, like, hot and sweaty and fucking, menopausal. But I think it makes women, like, hella horny, too. Well, I think it goes along with, like, what Glut was saying, like, with, the concept of quote-unquote older women knowing what they want. Like, by the time... I figured it out way earlier, but I feel like most people figure out how to get theirs while fucking by the time they're in their 30s. Most people. No judgment. I understand the struggle. I mean, I don't, but I empathize. I sympathize. That's the word. I sympathize. But by the time you're, like, in your 30s, like, you've already figured it out. I'm not here to fake it. I ain't gonna make porn sounds, and I'm not gonna pretend I'm impressed. And I think that can be really intimidating to people, to men my age. Like, they kind of want a girl that's gonna be like, oh my God, everything feels so orgasmic. Oh, and I'm just like, that's my butthole. You know what I'm saying? I'm more confident to be like, no, not that one. And that can be intimidating in itself. But I'm not here to fuck around. Like, I've got a limited amount of years left on this earth, and I'm gonna get mine. Really, some women get worse postmenopause as far as arousal level goes. That sounds horrible. That sounds terrible. My wife needed a hysterectomy for health reasons and can confirm it's not affected her libido. Sorry for no such thing as TMI. I think sexual health is something we should talk about. It's especially, like, I feel like, and I can only speak to personal experience because I am a uterus-owning human, but women get the fucking raw end of the deal. Like, we are never not going through a period of change in our lives. Like, it's either puberty or having babies or the post-having babies or menopause. Whereas dudes, like, you just have a dick and balls forever. Like, you don't have to prepare for these ages when your body's just going to be like, ah! For a couple years. It just seems a little fucked up. I don't know. Fuck your wives. They deserve it. There's a lot of stigma about purity in this country, but you still hear about women who have never reached orgasm. I know women my age who never have. It breaks my heart. And I don't, like, what do you do? It's one of those weird conversations where, like, I don't want to say anything because I don't want them to feel ashamed for not being able to come. But also, like, you're in your 30s. It's time. Do you want me to help you figure it out? Because I can. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the point I'm at. I'm just like, it's been too, no. This is no more. You need to know what's up with your body. Like, we need to figure this shit out. Same, Jesse Robbins, hard same. Hard same. Porn in general, porn is not porn, if anything, just, I think it makes people so up in their head that they can't fucking get hard half the time, because they're like, I don't know where, I just said this a long time ago, I don't know if I got it from anyone, but, like, good sex never looks good. That's just facts. If the sex is good, you probably look like two harbor seals, like, making farty sweat sounds together and shit, and, like, it's not a cute time. But that's just me. Life is chaos. Fuck your wives. Seriously, for fuck's sake. Same, cake. Doesn't it just make you, like, it makes my heart bleed. I'm just like, that's not fair. That's not fair for those people. Like, everybody should be able to get their own. Especially on their own, for fuck's sake. Well, Jack, the thing is and this is just, like, what I've read, what I've learned via, like, psychology classes and shit like that, is that, yes, the female orgasm is a physical thing. Like, there's absolutely a bundle of nerves that you can fuck with enough to get an orgasm. But women's brains are so fucking powerful that we can kill our own orgasms if we get enough in our head. And likewise, we can give ourselves a better orgasm if we get the fuck out of our own head. And the sheer shame and embarrassment around talking about masturbation, talking about the female orgasm, like, we can't even talk about our periods, for fuck's sake, without half the room going, ew, gross, can you not? Can you fucking not? Bye. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just so much weird stigma around it that I think that gets in people's heads. And then when you reach your 30s and you still haven't had an orgasm, like, I can't even fathom what that's done to your psyche. And, like, your poor partner is probably trying, but if you haven't figured out your own body, how the fuck can you expect a full stranger to figure out your body? There's no shame. I just want to help. I don't know what to do. I just feel so bad. That is just the saddest shit in the whole world. It's just sad. It's so sad to me. Thank you for the hype train, y'all. My favorite comparison to porn and actual sex is like watching Armageddon and saying, oh, so that's how you become a deep well driller and astronaut world saver. It's really good, though. The mind is so powerful. It's really crazy and depressingly so. It's like 3 types. It really is, Glut. Seriously. Like, there are so many different types, and your brain is powerful enough to kill all of them. Every single one of them. And so not only do you have like the mental, like, I've never had an orgasm before. Now I have to explain that to my partner. And now I'm just putting this on my partner because that's what I'm going to do. Now I feel guilty because my partner feels bad that they can't make me come. So now I'm even more in my head because I feel guilty because my partner feels bad, even though they might not feel bad because they're like, you've never come. Like, we're going to keep going until, but I'm going to put that on it. You know what I'm saying? And it just becomes this psychosis to where your downstairs becomes numb because your brain's got all the blood. It's fucked up. It's really fucked up. My music just stopped out of nowhere, bitch. Poop deck. Thank you so much for summoning the class, giving the classy live and giving it a swing, Sunny Bean. I appreciate you. Oh my god, it's negative 39C. Please be safe. Please be safe. Good morning, Viata, my love. How are you? Communication, consent, self-exploration is huge. Just like laying in bed and humping some shit for a while. Figure out what feels nice. I don't know. A Danish author just released a book about underagers masturbating and the sheer amount of grown-up shaming it shows. That's so sad to me. That is fucking sad. It's a feedback loop. Exactly. It's a negative feedback loop in your head that will just go forever. I have a friend who texts me about her period when she's pooping so we can chat and I keep her company while she's on the toilet. I love that so much. I swear to God, periods are punctuated by two enormous shits. It's kind of amazing. One at the beginning, one at the end. But in the middle, you're on so many painkillers, your body just stops moving on the inside. I found female orgasms entirely built on trust. My fiance says she hears rushing water, so that's a win. It is a lot of trust, 100%. That's why I've never understood, and this is just personal, not like a judgment. This is just me. I don't understand women who have one-night stands. I ain't gonna come with no fucking stranger. I might go home and rub one out afterwards because they were hot. But, like, they might just kill me. I don't know who the fuck this person is. That's just me. I've never had a one-night stand because I just don't understand the purpose. I'd much rather be in a relationship and have, like, good, ugly, sweaty, I know your body in and out sex than, like, trying to look like porn one-night sex, I guess. I just crouch down and scream, "Come!" at the vagina until it complies to my demands. Does that work, though? Come, goddammit! I think I might take a break and go scream at Zach's cock for a second. The image of just like the naked, like, all right, dear, one moment, you sexy little slag, one moment. Come, goddammit, you silly slit! Do it now! I can't. I'm just gonna die inside thinking of that for the rest of my life. I'm so sorry. Welcome to my channel. My name's Katie and I'm a child. I'm so sorry. I hope that works well for everyone, though. Experiment at your will and please report back. I'd like you all to complete your homework by next Tuesday. Thank you. The best part of waking up is CK screaming at your cock. My stomach hurts. My stomach muscles are like not, oh, they're done. They're fucking done. Do it! So sorry. That's it. Thank you, Sheepy, for that image. That's going to be embedded in my brain forever, and I love it. Dude, Viata, one drink and my clit goes numb. numb. She doesn't exist anymore. She becomes a youth. She is but a virginal woman that can't feel feelings. It's so fucking the worst. It's like I equivalate it. Equivalate? That's not a word. It's similar to like whiskey dick. I imagine it's got to be similar to whiskey dick. If I have a good drink, my clit dies. Fucking ain't happened if Katie's drinking because Katie don't feel shit. It sucks. Any amount of alcohol, done. Just done. Everything. Like, it's almost a joke. It's like Novocaine numb. I don't know what it is. Alcohol kills it. I'm glad I'm not the only one, although I'm so sorry. Good thing I don't fucking drink. Ooh, yum, Silver. Here to help. When it doesn't happen, just stare firmly and say softly and monotone, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Get your house together, clit. No, alcohol, dead downstairs. If I'm drinking, there ain't nothing gonna happen. People love to joke about that. That's not gonna happen. I don't feel anything. It's so fucking lame. How do you and Zeke differentiate between an actual emergency and the random screamings that emanate from your respective streams? You know, I'm going to be honest. It is very difficult. We're at this point in our relationship, I think, where where we're in trouble. In that we don't respond to each other's panics in any way, shape, or form anymore. So if one of us actually gets injured, there's going to be no response. Seriously. Because for the first 2 years of our relationship, I'd hear, God damn it, motherfucker! And I'd be like, oh my God, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. Stop asking if I'm okay. For the first 2 years of our relationship. So now I'm just like, I might be dead. It's constant. When he was playing God of War, not a joke, when he was playing God of War in our bedroom, the screams that would come from the character in the game and the screams coming from Zach were the exact same volume and exact same everything. I could not tell if it was the game screaming or him. And I just had to put in my headphones and pretend it wasn't happening. And that's when he's not streaming. Like, this is offline. He never stops screaming. It's all the time. But we've just gotten to a point where if one of us dies, they're not going to be saved because we don't respond anymore. Because it's all the time. We're both just loud. It's bad. Michael Franti, Ganja Babe. Ooh, I think I do. Hold on. I'm going to copy and paste it. I think I do know that one. That one sounds familiar. Where's my mouse? Where's my cursor? There it is. My monitor turned. Hold on. I think I do know that one. But yeah, we really don't anymore. It's very bad. Like, we just ignore each other at this point. The times that I think this goes, I could say for both of us, the times that we get worried is when we're both innately quiet for too long. Like, especially at nighttime when we're both not streaming, between 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock p.m., if his office is quiet, I will go check on him. Like, I'm worried. You know what I mean? That's when it gets freaky. I'm generally fairly quiet when I'm not streaming. I don't really make a lot of noise, but that bitch makes some sounds. He's loud. He's just passionate. He's a passionate boy. I get it. Hold on, I'm missing a lot of links. Wait, this is a clip of me? Doing what? Hi, Pucky. You okay? No. Glad, exactly. Literally, we wait for someone from Zach's chat or someone who's watching us both at the same time to be like, hey, Zach actually did something this time, or Zach needs a hug, or shattered his desk, and then I'm like, oh, okay. But other than that, because it's just so often, I mean, we would never stop freaking out about each other. It would go crazy. Zeke wakes up tonight with Katie. I'll just be this close to his dick. Come. I could see it. We do. We almost need a safe word, seriously. Literally, basically what it is, if we actually need the other person, we scream babe. That's it. Like, if Zach actually needs me for something, I'll hear, hey, babe, from the other side of the house. And that means I need to, and I'll do the same. But other than that, just ignore it. When I see you hearing screaming from across the house and you just open your phone to check Twitch to make sure Zeke's still, I do it all the time. I'm not kidding. I'll be sitting here and I'll be like, oh, I better open his stream. No shit. I'll be like watercoloring and I'll just pop his stream open to make sure. I do it all the time. There is a pro to dating a streamer. You can find them and make sure they're okay. I mean, because he has shattered a desk once or twice. Hold on, what is that? I'm trying to pull up so many, you guys. I think it's like, what is it? Hold on, there's a clip. Oh. Hold up. One moment, you sexy little slag. One moment. Come, god damn it, you silly slit! Do it now! I can't. I'm just gonna die inside thinking of that for the rest of my life. I'm so sorry. Welcome to my idea. One moment. One moment, you sexy little slag. One moment. Come, god damn it, you silly slit! Do it now! I can't. I'm just gonna die inside thinking of. Why am I like this? So many questions I'd like to ask God when I die, who doesn't exist. If you become aroused from dirty talk, your genitals are voice activated. Shut up. That's beautiful. What a good moment. Was the music too loud? I'm so sorry. Did I jack it? I never know. That is normally a very fine volume. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry if that got real loud. I didn't know. Wrong way. Much hair. Too much hair. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I did not mean to do that. That was not on purpose. My apologies. Oh my god, oh my god, I almost missed 420. It's literally 420 right now for somebody. The ocean. Oh no, it's like for Iceland or something, right? Iceland or Greenland. Someone. Like my ponytail's falling out. Oh well, whatever. Cheers. Happy 420, yeah? Well, it's 420 somewhere. It's literally 10:20 in the morning for me too, but you know. I packed a bowl, so we're here for it. Cheers, Fiona. Cheers, everybody. Someone's on a boat somewhere, and it's 4:20, and they're having a great time. Isn't 10:20 a.m. kind of early for a hit? I'm sorry, what I blacked out. For most, yes. I would say yeah. For most, yes. I would say yeah. That's not, you would just go to sleep. Mm-hmm. Not for me, though. Although I don't wake and bake. I know a lot of people who wake up first thing in the morning and like straight up hit a bong. I don't smoke till I go live. I know, weird. I usually just literally don't have time. Puerto Rico, perfect. It's Puerto Rico 420. We got it. No, it was not the first hit of today at all. Yeah, Viata wakes and bakes. So does Vissy. A lot of people do. It's like their coffee in the morning. I get it. I never have. I don't know. I think because I'm just like wildly awake. Oh, a QT thing? Oh, fuck, dude. I went to sleep after stream last night. I literally painted my desk a little bit and I took a nap. I didn't do my things. I'll open Discord and I'll check it. Thank you. Do you think using a grinder is better or just crumbling it with your fingers? 100% I believe a grinder, and a good grinder, it will be the perfect grind by so the way a grinder works, if you get a nice grinder, this is not my Kozu. My Kozu's in my bedroom, but this is a good one. This is a Santa Cruz shredder. I don't fucking know. This is an older grinder, obviously. But the way the grinders function and work, you don't have to think about how many turns you're doing or how many grinds. It's really based on how do I say this? The modality of which you smoke. So if you smoke a lot of joints, I believe you want it to be a chunkier grind so that it doesn't burn too fast. Whereas if you're doing a tiny bowl, sometimes you want a finer grind so it does burn fast and you can pull it all through the bong at one time. But the way the grinders work is you put the pot in the top. Mine is filthy. I need to clean it. But you put your bud there. You literally, it's designed, like the tines are designed to create the perfect grind for you. And each grinder's different. They all kind of create a different grind viscosity. Just, whether or not it's like chunky, meaning there's like full bud pieces in there or not. It just depends on how you want to smoke, but you grind it up in there. And then when it's the right size to fall through those holes, which is presumptuously the right size to smoke it, it will fill up your bowl, your pack right here. So this is the perfect grind. Like that's it. And then I just put that in my bowl and smoke it. And then you've got your keef trap on the bottom, which is where all the pollen goes. Most grinders have all of these portions. I've never had a grinder not have all these portions. There's some really basic ones out there. But then you'll have your keef catch, which is where all the pollen goes. That's like the strong ass shit. But you don't have to think about like how many grinds you're doing. I think it's better to have a grinder because the more surface area available for the flame, for the heat source to hit, the more of an equal, even burn you're going to get. Whereas if you've got big old chunks of bud in your bowl, you could toast that whole bowl down and that bud could still be green on the inside, but it creates like a hardened, like carbon black shell around it and it won't burn anymore. So then you're basically wasting weed. You're going to be knocking a lot out into a bowl constantly. That's green weed that is totally smokable. But you know what I mean? It's encapsulated. It's trapped because it wasn't ground up fine enough. But too fine of a grind, and then it's just going to fall through your bong into the water. So you don't want it like that's like it's really hard to do just a keef bowl, that powder, unless you have a screen or you have like a burnt up bowl already in it, like in your bowl, because it'll just fall through. Does that make sense? And the keef is the crystals. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mickey, right? Mickey knows more about plants than I do. This is the crystals, yeah. Make me high! Exactly. Literally like coffee. Literally. Yep. If you're doing pour over, if you're doing drip, if you're doing French press, if you're doing an AeroPress, it's all a different grind of coffee bean because the more surface area, it all depends like how long is the coffee going to be exposed to the hot water. If it's not going to be exposed very long, i.e. espresso, literally it's like shot through the espresso as fast as possible, then you want your coffee to be ground to an espresso grind, meaning basically powder. More surface area on each granule, right? That's the concept. It's literally the same with weed, yeah. It's incorrect. Okay, it's not the crystals then. That's what I was asking. Yeah, I didn't know. No, it's not. Okay. Can we start a weed podcast? I've been talking to somebody about, not necessarily, well, maybe it might evolve into something like that, but I've been talking to another streamer about doing like a day a week where we stream together, do like a dual stream and just like chill and get super high and talk about weed and the world and stuff. Kind of like what we do every day, but like bring in another bee. I don't know. We'll see. I think we might. But yeah, that's basically how your grinder works. So you don't have to think about that kind of thing. You know what I mean? A podcast, if you will. Today's theme seems to be shouting commands at stuff. Faces weed. Make me high! This is a yelling day. Yeah, but with a friend. Yeah, because, like, people have asked me to make a podcast many times, and I'm flattered that any of you like to listen to me speak in any way, shape, or form in that concept. Because I've always assumed the only reason anyone wants to hang out is because this is a live format. We can talk back and forth. If anyone just wanted to listen to me speak, like, bless your heart. That's very flattering. However, I cannot just talk to myself. This is why I'm not on YouTube. I don't know how to do it. When I'm alone, I am silencio. Like, I don't fucking speak when I'm by myself. I have no outward thoughts. I'm a cyclone upstairs, and I just sit here, like, trembling in it. And so I kind of need another person or, like, chat. In order to have the conversations we have, I have to have people to talk to. I don't know. I've never been able to just be, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how to talk to myself. Like, just be alone and talk. And so, yeah, I've actually been talking to another streamer about doing something like that soon. So that could be really cool. I'm excited. How would they reproduce if their pollen? Oh, fuck, you're right. If their pollen was crystallized. No, you got me there. Nope, that's just facts. Nope, you got me there. That's true. I guess I don't really understand the crystal part. Like, what is the crystals? That's the THC. Like, that's the active part. But it's not part of the pollen. What? Yeah, I guess I'm just an idiot. If you get away with it, a great name would be Bud Light and a flame next to a joint. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I think we'd probably get sued, unfortunately. Boo. Dude, yeah, like that Keef, man. Keef can. I'll put a little on this bowl. We haven't Keefed for a while. I actually have. This is because your Keef, like I don't smoke the Keef very often. I don't really think about it unless I'm like really low on weed, or if for some reason I get some weed that sucks, I'll top it with Keef to give it an extra kick. So I check my Keef catch regularly because otherwise it gets fucking full. You all saw when Vissy was here; it was literally like a cake fell out. So I collect it in a little container that I got, and it's called Kiefer Smokerland. But this is where I collect all my Keef, and I just keep it to the side. And it's just for funsies. Like, you sprinkle it on, get a little, like, woo, let's go to space. But it's strong as fuck. It's the I think it is. Yeah, Glut. I think it is the chemical structure. I think. Dude, Mackenzie, right? That's me too. I've thought about it. I've talked to my therapist about it because I feel like I have a weird guilt when I have friends come over. I feel like I'm so boring. Like, I feel like I don't have to, but I want to be entertaining. And so I'm always trying to plan things to do and stuff to do and places to go because I feel like I myself, when I'm just by myself innately, I'm just silent. Like, I sit here for hours in complete silence, not speaking. I mean, I have music on or something, just painting. And it's because I grew up in the middle of nowhere where I would be like, Mom, can we go into town? I'm bored. And she'd be like, you need to learn how to be self entertaining my whole life. So I learned how to be like unhealthily self entertaining to the point where I don't know how to do things with other people. Like, all of the things I like to do are solo activities, you know? And it makes me feel bad because I feel like I'm fucking boring. Oh, you got a new grinder? Ooh! I was just trying to load up Discord actually because I did not open it this morning. Oh, it didn't open. Is Discord not working? Oh, wait, I know what it is. Hold up. Discord does this thing sometimes where it's like open in the background and it's not open, but I have to go to Task Manager, shut it down, and then I can open it. But I never open, you know what I mean? It's weird. It's like open in the background, but not really open. Discord's weird sometimes. She'll work now. I closed her. She should be here. Good morning, Kel. How are you? Insecticide properties? No shit. Really? Like it would deter insects, or is it bad for them? Ooh. Being able to share silence with someone is a joy. That is a oh my god. And I was talking about this the other day, Glut. Like one of my biggest pet peeves is when I'm comfortable with someone, I will be quiet. If I'm comfortable with you, I'm not going to talk. I have nothing to say. I have nothing. I talk for a living, so most of the time when I'm not, streaming, I just stay to myself. And if I'm quiet with someone, it means I'm comfortable with them. But usually, because people see me like this is the vast majority of the personality most people are used to and familiar with, they immediately assume something's wrong with me if I'm quiet or I'm not smiling and moving. And I'm like, no, I'm just comfortable. Can you leave me alone? Like now I'm anxious. Now I'm gonna talk. Stop it. Stop. Nah, dude, Kona, because I had 8 siblings. It is not an only child thing. It's straight up just like my parents were like, you have to be self-entertaining. You need to learn how to entertain yourself. And now I don't know how to entertain other people. Like, I don't know how to do things with other people. I just want to do shit alone. Lose yourself in the day. Yeah, exactly. And the Chrome's memory leaks. Yep. Which sucks. Did it open? Where is it? Oh, it did. Yay. Okay. I got Discord. Sorry, that took forever. She was being a bitch. Don't be a cunt. I'll come for you. Oh my god, your grinder's so pretty. I love that, like, the rainbow titanium. Is it titanium, right? Where they get that cool, like, rainbow burn gasoline look on it. It's so fucking pretty. Discord's desktop client is just a reskin Chrome window. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Legit, I will get in Discord with some people and sit in silence while we each do our own thing. That is the best thing in the world. Seriously, like, treasure that. No, I didn't have couch on the list yesterday. Hold up, let me pull it up. Hold up. I'm getting it. I have so many. I have the clip of me trying to, what was I doing? Screaming at a vagina up a million times. I need to close that. It's beautiful though. Thank you for clipping these moments that I love to remember about myself. Anodized, is that what it's called? I love it. It's so pretty. I'm the oldest and was expected to entertain the littles. I got really good at making up stories. See, I was second youngest. So like I was just annoying. Like I just grew up thinking I'm the most annoying person in the whole world, I guess. I still think I'm pretty annoying, to be honest. It's probably another reason I stay quiet. I don't want to annoy people. Accidentally did drugs. Shut up. Hold on, I want to play the song. I've got the one from Sheepy. This one is Michael Franti, Ganja Babe. I think I know this song, but I like it already. I don't know. That's a nice fucking butt, by the way. I'd love to have a tiny butt. Imagine. Cheers. Keef Bowl. Yes, Lizzie. Exactly. Vibe off one another, and neither of us demands energy from the other. Nope. And you can just randomly say something, get an answer, and it's not like you. Oh, is it really quiet? Thank you. I never know. It is quiet. It's pretty. I love this. It's good. Better. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, Scott, we have iodized spoons. I got a whole spoon set of that like rainbowy iodized metal. I think it's so pretty. I don't have much to say, but I like to listen to people speak. So I'll sit and listen to people talk over something. Same. Talk over talking. Same. I love to listen to people have a conversation. And if they want to include me, like it's not like I won't answer, I won't participate, but I'm highly like I'm paranoid that I'll dominate a conversation or that I'll like I don't know. I'm just like so self-conscious of myself that I tend to just stay quiet. I don't know. It's weird. Oh no shit. We got accidentally did drugs too. That's awesome. That's the next. I got accidentally did drugs and then couch. Dexter and the Moon Rocks. I'm into that. My roommate was like that on Discord before we moved in together. We'd play games and talk, and then bam, he's silent, and I would ask him if everything's all right. He'd say, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm just chilling, man." Since we're really close all these years, I learned to appreciate both sides, chatty friends and the quiet ones. Same, 100% same. Like everyone's got something to offer, and it is really a truly. It's a gift when you find someone that you can just like be quiet. Like you can both sit and do your own thing, and neither one of you feel bad or feel guilty or feel like you're not paying attention to the other. Like you're in this like parallel play. That's a perfect way of putting it. Why is the coffee always gone? I know, right? Yeah, I gotta have more caffeinated beverages in your house. Why does the color purple taste like? Why does the number 7 look that way? It's so weird. Stoner thoughts, dude. I have those all the time. The word spoon really gets me. Like, I can't think about that word too hard if I'm really high because it becomes not a word anymore. And then I'm like, where did that word come from? Like, why do we have that word? I don't know. I get fucked up on words sometimes. Oh, my shoulders are so tight. Oh, there is no spoon. Seriously, I don't know what it is. It's always spoon. What up, Hunter? How are you, love? Good morning. Ow. Sometimes I feel like I want to like tie my hands behind my back just to stretch out my like this. It's so tight. Oh my god. Yeah. I think it's just cuz it's been really cold. I get like in this fetal position while I'm sleeping and I clench really hard. So when I wake up in the morning, literally it's like I just feel really stiff today, especially my shoulders. I know. It's bad. It's just cuz I'm cold. And oh my God, Hunter, did you see the picture of the scratches on my back? I've been clawing myself to death while I'm sleeping, which is also probably putting me in weird sleeping positions. My skin is so dry that I fucking injured myself in my sleep on my spine, just going like, oh yeah, I've got straight up claw marks up and down my back like I had a really good time, but I did not. It's so dry. It's so dry here. And so like I think I do this and then just fall asleep with my arm behind my back or something. I don't know. I know. I don't even have fingernails. Like I'm just rug burning myself. I'm dying. I don't know. I think your 30s are when you really come to terms with mortality. My SNAP benefits finally got renewed. Thank fuck. I had 3 months of benefits drop overnight. I mean, I'm going to be honest, Edkel, I've been researching a lot of egg-free recipes because even though I feel like I can afford eggs, I do not think eggs are worth $10 a dozen. What the fuck? Like, allow those who don't have regards for a budget buy the eggs. They can support the chickens. But Jesus fucking Christ, my dudes, what in the sin fuck? Like, are they just going to give chickens this fucking flu every year to make us buy $10 eggs or some shit? This is incredible. Sorry, it autoplayed and I just got blown away. What the fuck?
Did you take your joy today?
Those chickens are getting so fucking wealthy. It's ridiculous. Oh, I've heard Mount Washington reached, what was it, negative 104 or something like that? Right, Erica? Nah, dude. You can make egg-free stuff. It's out there. They jumped from 88 cents to $5.99. That made my mouth sweat like I was gonna vomit. That's disgusting. Wow. And this is all because they just had to, like, cull a bajillion chickens, right? Nah, dude. Look up egg-free recipes. Learn to cook. Oh, shit. The word spoon comes from the Middle English spawn. Spoon? Spawn? Like S-P-O-N? Spawn? 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 And Old Norse spawn. Spawn. I don't know. And the Proto-Indo-European spy? This guy's voice is great, by the way. Which means a long, flat piece of wood or a chip splinter, referring to the bit taken out of the... Well, now we know where spoon came from. What up, Oe Tiger? How are you, love? What the fuck? Mandracan, thank you so much for gifting subs in the channel. What the shit? Mandracan just gifted 5 subs in the channel, you crazy fuck. K-Town Wheeler, Scythen, I'm gonna figure it out. Dilettantin. I'm so sorry. I'm an idiot. And Les Gow, you're all butt was with the highest order. And Dunpeel Hunter, go forth and be consensual in all the ways because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. And I appreciate you being here. Thank you. A ton of words come from Old Norse. I love it. What I don't love is that racists are trying to steal things from Old Norse and from like the Elder Futhark and be like, oh no, Vikings were white and they liked white people. Tell me you're an ignorant chud without telling me you're an ignorant chud. You know what I'm saying? The fuck? Negative 22? Oh, my dogs love the cold weather too. They fucking eat it up. If one chicken tests positive, they're required to cull the whole unit. No shit. Oh my God. So it's not necessarily like all those chickens had it. It's just that like to prevent it from spreading. Wow. My mother's ex-husband was allergic to eggs. Egg alternatives are kind of gross most of the time, but it's definitely doable. Honestly, you don't even need egg alternatives. I was vegan for a long time when I was in college because I dated a guy who couldn't eat meat, long story short. But it was kind of a fun challenge to teach myself how to try to cook everyday things without eggs, like baking and stuff like that. Most of the time you replace eggs with literally like oil. Like some oil. and extra flour. They didn't, because back when I was doing this, there were no egg replacements yet. There were no fake egg anything. And it was always really, really good. Like it was different, but not in a bad way. It was just different. I don't know. I didn't hate it at all. I really liked it. The food system would probably be more resilient if it wasn't so concentrated over 4 overarching companies. I think that's the biggest problem, right? I'm surprised it's 4. I thought it was 2, to be honest. I thought it was 2 companies that controlled all the chicken. It was like Tyson and one other one. In most Norse countries, the word for end is slut. Shut up, I love that. That's beautiful. I had a dream about ducklings in Italy. Cute. Were they Italian? I'm just glad it's 56 degrees outside. Dude, it was 56 here yesterday. It was fucking gorgeous. It's the dilettante, but in Swedish. So spelt differently, but dilettante is a restaurant in Seattle. It used to be, and it had really good chocolate. Like, it was a chocolaterie. So that's where my brain got stuck, and I apologize if I totally said it fucked up. Vegan cupcakes are phenomenal with applesauce instead of eggs. Applesauce is another one. Yeah, absolutely. Vegan baking, as long as you're not, like bread doesn't have any fucking eggs or butter in it. Bread is just flour and water, really, and then you add yeast to make it faster. But most baking doesn't have any eggs or anything in it, and vegan baking is easy and it's fucking delicious. Brownies, oh my god, I swear to this day. What did I make them with though? Fuck. Oh, it was black beans. No shit. The base of these brownies I made was black beans, like canned black beans that you would like put in a blender and turn into like a mulch. They are better than any brownie I've ever eaten in my life because they are so goddamn dense and cakey and rich and fudgy, but still a brownie. Oh. I've made cookies with avocado, like literally mulched up avocado instead of eggs. Fucking incredible. And I feed them to like people who don't know and they always think they're really good. I mean, it's not like I'm trying to trick people, but it's possible. We don't have to buy $10 eggs. That's all I'm saying. Because that shit's crazy. That is too fucking much. Yeah, brownies with applesauce is really good too. I'm such an end. Me too. I'm ending all the time. I wish I was more of an end, to be honest. If this is super quiet or too quiet, just let me know. I have no idea. But I agree with you, Modi. Like, there are a lot of fake egg shit out there that's just disgusting. Was talking with Domestic Dan the other night about eggs. Part of it is the avian flu. A large part of it is the price gouging. PR is saying the avian flu is causing obscene price rises that have to be passed on to the customer for no reason. Oh, so they are kind of manipulating the market with this in a way. Yeah. 10 companies. Oh, really? Own all the chicken, right? Is that what it says? Wow. Can I click on that image and see it bigger? No. Sure not. Wow. That's pretty gnarly. The 10 companies that own everything. Nestle, PepsiCo, General Mills, Kellogg's, Associated British Foods, PLC, Mondelez International, Wrigley, Mars, Danone, Unilever? I've never heard of Unilever before, but apparently it owns Ben & Jerry's. I don't know what Unilever is. Coca-Cola, Nestle, Wonka. Is Quaker one of them, or is that like a sub one? I think that's a sub one. Wow. Oh, Wrigley was a sub one too. Sorry. Wow. Is that Cadbury? Cadbury is a sub of one of the big ones? Wow. I had no idea. It's so small. I'm sorry. I can't. It's just like, this is the way it is. That's crazy. I'm not shocked, but it's wild to see. Wild to see. Market manipulation? Never! A dozen eggs is up to $10 in the US in some places, and I think it's even more expensive in some places. Najeel was saying they went from 88 cents to $5.99. That's quite a jump. Quaker is part of PepsiCo. Okay, Unilever looked huge. I just never heard of that one before. My brothers worked for Mondelez for years since they acquired Nabisco. Sounds like corporate hell to me. All of those sound like corporate hell. Unilever, look on feminine hygiene products. No shit. Hold on. I wish I could make it. It's so small. That's what she said. Come, goddammit! Oh, Unilever's all the T's. I'm noticing that. PG's on there. It's really small, so I'm trying. Lipton. popsicle. I don't see feminine hygiene products. Am I crazy? Unless they're British brands, and I just don't recognize them because I'm an idiot. I mean, that might be it. We might have different tampons. It's kind of crazy just looking at all the brands. I mean, it's just so I have to get like really close to figure out what they are. I don't know a lot of them just by sight, but it's wild. A lot. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty weird. 6 to 7-ish? Damn. Oh, really? Unilever has a stronghold on UK's sugar market. Imagine the two competing brands can be owned by the same parent company. That's just so weird. Like, how? Like, it's kind of fake competition then, yeah? A little bit, right? With the eggs being a PR thing, I mean, the petrol gas hike that everyone had, the UK are still super high. We haven't fallen at all, whereas most other places that hiked with Ukraine invasion then went back down eventually, and it's because of the narrative of Russia still. The politicians are still saying that in interviews, even though we all know it's bullshit and the newspapers say it's bullshit. I learned yesterday, Lizzie, that there's a population of Americans that don't believe the Ukrainian war is real. Not that I'm surprised or that I couldn't have guessed that on my own, but I would have been like joking a little. But there's actually like a population of human beings in the US who straight up are like, nah, it's not real because this news station hasn't mentioned it. The one I listen to in my town. Like, so it's not real. Which just, I don't know what to do with that. At all. Tampon. You triggered it by saying Ben and Jerry's. I know, I'm sorry. Gas prices are driven by three things. Supply-demand cycle is number 2. Price of crude is number 3. And by and large, it's mostly based on how much they forecast people are willing to pay for gas. Isn't that why it always goes up in the summertime? Because people are road tripping? Where they use factory or free-range farming methods, they cause the disease that disrupts it so easily. Why? Because it's more profitable. That's gross and sad. All the MAGA people almost. Is it really? I didn't know. I mean, shockingly, it's not like those are the circles I roll in. They hate Ukraine because it made Trump look bad. Oh, really? That's it? That's it? Right there? Wow, that's just sad. I bet they're the same people who believe the Earth is flat. I ever tell you all about the best flat Earth story I've ever heard in my life? This is great. It was Zach's friend Wendy was talking to a teacher at her child's school. And I don't even know how this came up in the conversation, but the teacher goes, I mean, we all know the flat earth was inside a bubble of water that God poked and popped when he was pissed at us, and that's what caused the Noah flood. Duh. And Wendy was just like, you know what I'm saying? So that's a real one that exists. A bubble of water apparently encapsulated the flat earth, and God was pissed, so he poked it and popped it, and that's what caused the flood of the Noah flood. I can't with it, but I just, it's like, do they sit around like, how much weirder could we make it? Like, what else could we throw into this bitch? You know what I'm saying? Idiot's probably the same group that thinks Trump's still president. Yeah. Yes, probably. It's probably those, it's like, they stopped thinking at a certain point. I'm a flat earther enthusiast. I'm not a flat earther, but I'm a flat earther. I'm kind of like I'm an alien enthusiast in that way. Like, I'm not like aliens, but I'm like, aliens? Do tell about your anal probing. I am excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm into that. I'm here for that. I'm here for the things that aren't hurting anybody. The fairy tale flood. Yeah, that one. Are you sure God just didn't fart and didn't even notice? I mean, wouldn't the fart be the bubble? Maybe maybe we were just a fart bubble with a chunk. What was holding it back? Fuck if I know. She didn't ask questions. I wouldn't have. I mean, I probably would have asked questions. I'm going to be honest. I would have been real curious. The whole Biden thing where his son was on the board of the Ukrainian company, it's part of their conspiracy that Hunter got handouts from Ukraine. But in reality, Trump withheld money for Ukraine's defense because Daddy Putin said so. And and also try to get shit on for Biden. Well, they will always try to direct blame otherwise because they're all guilty as fuck. 3-year-olds logic, that's being very generous. Poor 3-year-olds. They thought to begin with exactly. Like, at least 3-year-olds are starting to form, problem-solving skills. You could always say the petrol prices are so high because somebody punctured a pipeline and it leaked off the edge of the earth. Somebody believed that. Somebody would. Somebody would, and that's weird. The world is weird. Talking about BS things, what the hell happened to the creationist environment? And good thing we don't hear about them anymore. Honestly, they just became, like, something else. I think extremists just like extreme, and they just, like, migrate to a new extreme when their extreme isn't, like, cool anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll go from gematria to whatever when their thing isn't, like, the thing anymore. Unicorn overlords run the flat earth from the NASA headquarters in Antarctica. Duh. We all know that, obviously. Pegasus, circle it, protect it from people, and kill them. It's fine. Same, Lizzie, same. I'm very enthused about people who live in very desolate areas of America who are constantly being probed by aliens in their buttholes. I'm very enthusiastic about those people. Same.
Allow yourself to be penetrated. Be penetrated by everything and everyone that is good in this life.
Word. Mm-hmm. Yep, 100%. Yes, it's very interesting to me. We just can't be the only sentient species in the universe. Aliens probably want... Well, that's the thing. Like, if aliens' technology is ahead of us far enough that they can just casually come to our planet, they already know what's up and they have zero interest because who the fuck would? Same. I don't understand why people think they're coming here and, like, poking our buttholes. Of all the things to do. Of all the things. And birds aren't real. True. Forgot about that one. I'm very enthusiastic about people that don't believe birds are real. I just can't. I'm very into that one. Politics is a new religion. It's really weird. It is very weird. It feels that way. And it's like the way you treat your body and the kind of healthcare you treat your body with is a political statement now. Wearing a mask is a political statement. It's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. If they sounded like that soundbite, we'd be way more interested. I know why I thought Feminine hygiene product. Oh, no shit. They own health and beauty products like Dove. Oh, so then they probably do. Those are probably parent companies of the other ones. Like, Playtex would be one of the tampons and pads and shit. What's another one? Playtex, Pearl, I think. No. Goddamn. I buy organic tampons online that donate a box of tampons to young women in Africa who don't have access to feminine products every time I buy a box. So I don't know the brands anymore because that's how fucking uppity I am. Tampax, yes, Tampax. There's a lot of brands nowadays. There used to literally be like 2 back in the day. The surest sign of intelligence in the universe is they avoided contact with us. 100%, yep, and I would too. Lena, no shit. There is a population of human beings who are conspiracy theorists in that birds are actually government-controlled drones that are just spying on us, and they're not. There's never been a bird. Nothing flies. That's their theory. Nothing flies. Those are government-controlled sums. It's politics are weird. I hate them. It's like as a voting responsible adult who partakes in my country, I feel like I need to be aware of them, but also I'm drowning. Aliens aren't necessarily capable to form societies. What if they're just animals and plants? How would they get here to probe our buttholes? Is it like Jumanji? Like we roll the wrong dice and it's like, push, wrong hole! Is it like that? I'm just confused about the butts. It's always getting butts. Always butts. Oh, yeah, and the companies that make cigarettes make all the candy. I got some funny looks for a mask inside a pub, but the only guy that made a comment instantly understood when I said, if I catch something, my holiday destination won't let me in. Yeah. I mean, if anyone made a comment at me, I'd be like, I don't want to get anyone sick. Are you mad about that? Like, who the fuck is mad about someone being conscientious about getting anyone else sick? The fuck? It's conspiracies. Birds are airplanes. We've been writing in birds' butts. They came here in 2016, decided there's no intelligent life here, move on. I would. I heard a joke like that when I was a kid, like a super dad joke. I think a dad told it to me at some point, and the joke was So these aliens land their spaceship on a ski hill, and these skiers like stop, and they're like, "What the fuck, UFO?" And the aliens come out, and the skiers are like, "Sup?" And the aliens are like, "Hey, can you explain to us what y'all are doing here on this freezing cold hill?" And the skiers are like, "Well, we strap these here flimsy ass boards to our feet, and we try to make it to the bottom alive." And the aliens kind of look at each other and just get back in the UFO to leave. And the humans are like, "Wait, why are you leaving? You just got here." And the aliens say, "We're in search of intelligent life," and leave. I've never forgot it. I was told that so many years ago. So many fucking years ago. Like as a child. And I was like, oh, it's real. It's like a dad joke, but it's pretty apt. No shit, Glut. I'm one of the handful of people in the building of over 1,000 at work that still wears a mask. I just don't understand why it's like, I love wearing it when I'm out. I don't have to smile at anybody. I don't have to think about it. It's great. Aliens want to learn about butt sex and see what the big deal is about. But if they're only plants and animals, like, what's going on? It's like Jumanji. That's all I can think of, and that's so fucking, like, violently intense. I love Sky's Flat Earth emos. Those are so good. A woman in a shop told me I didn't have to wear a mask. My exemption lanyard for masks. Wait, I didn't have to wear my exemption lanyard for masks. And I said, I wear it to let people know I wear it if I could, and I get dizzy. She goes, do you know why you get dizzy? It's because of the CO2. And I said, no, it's because of my brain disease. And she was like, and because masks are oppressive. I couldn't even read that without wanting to die. Tundra Beaver, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving an anus swings. Guys, I have to pee really, really fucking bad. I have drank so much coffee and water this morning. I'm going to take a really quick break and maybe also vomit thinking about what Lizzie just said. What the fuck? Are people just totally okay with being horrifically open about their uneducation or how goddamn stupid they are? How do surgeons stand in surgery with 4 masks on their face for 10 plus hours at a time? If there is no common sense. There is no fucking, like, thinking happening. There is no thinking happening. There's no thinking. People aren't thinking. What happened? Is it because we're not teaching thinking anymore? I'm upset. Where's your sign? Right? I just can't. It's just like, again, tell me you're a fucking idiot without telling me you're a fucking idiot. Whoa, sorry, the music played auto and it was so loud. I have to pee. I'll be right back. What the fuck? Hello, how are you doing? It is wet and cold. Wet, cold. It's fucking sick outside. It's a mud pit. Mud pit. Nasty. Don't like. It's gotten so bad that it's dangerous to go out with your... Wait. When your light turns green because so many people run to the light to not sit for 90 seconds. That's terrifying. I feel like I have a dog hair stuck to my nose ring. Ugh. I need to get a new nose ring someday. This thing is just a dog hair attractor. I mean, the same people who think masks cause CO2 poisoning think JFK is still alive and ready to make a comeback. Are those the same people camping outside his grave still? Because I cannot with that. I just don't. I mean, if you just gotta, it's like, just think for 1 second. Think of all the people in the world who wear masks on a daily basis for extended periods of time. And none of them are dying of CO2 poisoning. There's a reason those masks are designed a specific way. Like, it just is, nobody wants to think. There's no thinking. I don't think anyone needs to say that. Like, you just think. Think! For fuck's sake. No shit. People run it. I always watch for that shit because I know multiple people who have been T-boned that way. And I'm just I don't want to be fucking T-boned, so I always, like, wait a second. I never gun it at a fucking green light ever. Oh my god. Speaking, the most frustrating thing I know. 2 people who have died from vaccines. 2 people who were peers of mine. First, when I was 13 from cervical cancer jab. Second, from a COVID jab. He was in my class at school. Neither of their parents were anti-vax, but they have to deal with the bullshit people using their kids' deaths as conspiracy fodder. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. Using children for anything like that is fucking foul. Those people should fucking feel terrible. That is disgusting. Exactly, Kona. That's the thing. I've talked about that multiple times with multiple friends. Like, all these Asian countries have already normalized wearing masks just if you feel icky, because it's courteous to not make the world sick. I don't understand why it's a political statement here when the rest of the world can just accept it as like, oh, you're being nice and not getting me sick. Thank you. Thank you for coughing in a mask instead of on me. It's not the thinking that needs a nerf, Katie. It's pride. People are too proud to admit they're wrong. I mean, solution. Like, if someone makes a statement at you like, you know, blah, 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 do the thinking before you make your declarative statement, and then you don't have to, like, make more than one. I don't know. Me, I guess because this might be just my brain, I think so fast. I think on the spot. Like, I would have, if someone makes a statement at me, I'm already thinking about it. I'm not just gonna regurgitate it. Like, I'm thinking on it and going, oh, that's I don't, like, if they need to take it home for a day, sure, go for it. Think on it before you speak. What my dad used to say shit like that to me. What was his fucking dad saying? Better to be thought a fool than to speak and remove all doubt. I don't know, man. I know a guy who had an adverse reaction to the vaccine's delivery method, not the vaccine itself, and it screwed his heart up due to him and his family's genetics. Now he's super against any kind of vaccine. Aw. And that's the thing, like, I completely sympathize with vaccine and just healthcare distrust in general. So many people have been mistreated and made more ill and so on and so forth from medicine, and especially people of color in the US. Like, there's massive distrust of the medical system because they are treated worse. They are treated horribly. And I get it. Like, I sympathize with it. I wish I could find a way to help them get around that thought. I wish, but I get it. It sucks. Is it an Abe Lincoln quote? I love it. It's great. My dad used to say it to us all the time when we were kids. It was his way of getting us to shut the fuck up. It was his way of saying, you sound stupid. Shush. Not perfect, but I definitely prefer you wear pants when you have an accident than splashing on me. Dunning-Kruger? What is that? Ooh, Kel, teach me. What is that? The guy from my school, he was given the AstraZeneca vaccine when he shouldn't have, and he had a brain bleed. Oh, what did he have previous that, what do you mean he shouldn't have? Just curious. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, no shit. It's not advised to give that one to people under 40. I didn't know. We got the Pfizer. I think Zach and I got Pfizer all the way through. But only one was available here. But there was, oh man, it's been so long since we got the original vaccinations. I can't even remember who had them. What was it? There was like the Johnson & Johnson one, the Pfizer one, and Moderna or something. And I think the Johnson & Johnson one was the one that was pulled back because it was shit, right? I think. Really? Conspiracy, I mean, that's the thing, like, I try not to fault people who are I just feel bad. I feel bad for people who get sucked into thought processes of conspiracy theories to the point where it's dangerous for their health. You know what I mean? It's one thing for your hobby to be believing in the lizard people. Go for it. That doesn't hurt anybody. It's not hurting me. It's not hurting you. You're not going out there being a proud boy about it or any fucking bullshit like that. You know what I mean? But when it gets to the point where your conspiracy theories are spreading and hurting people and blah, 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 that's where we have problems. I do have my shot card. Oh my God, where is it? I do. Actually, it's right here. Maybe. Hold up. I do. Yeah, I always travel with it, just in case. You never know. What did we get? We got Pfizer. Yep. We got Pfizer all across the board. Pfizer. Yeah, and I think it was Johnson & Johnson that was pulled. And they're fun little cards that don't fit in anything except the passport wallet that LZT made for me. Only Moderna made you feel like shit. The first Pfizer one, I didn't feel like shit, but I was so tired I slept for a week. That was the weird part. Like, literally, I just went into a coma for a full week after getting the first one, and then I was fine. Oh, Cass, well, that's the thing. I don't think anybody who doesn't have a medical degree and isn't directly involved should be speaking on this shit. I agree 100%. Like, they're just speaking out their ass. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Oh my God, me too. I think that was a big thing. A lot of women got their period right after getting the vaccination. I did too. It was weird. Moderna kicked your ass every time. And did you get Materna all the way through, Pucky? My mouth is dry. I had the AstraZeneca vaccine as my first and second jab. They were rough. Both of them. Did they make you like sick? I mean, Nick, as long as you're not like at risk, meaning you haven't had any crazy adverse reactions or anything, it doesn't hurt to get the booster. We've been boosted all the times because we travel and shit like that. And neither Zach or I have gotten COVID yet. And I kind of I don't want to fuck with fate at this point. You know what I mean? I'd like to keep it that way. I like not having it. It sounds like a bad time. Oh no. Did I miss it? We played Couch. I listened to Couch. I really liked it, actually. I saved that. That was the one we listened to right before break, Najee. I like that one a lot. I actually saved it to the list. To the tits. It's a good one. I like that one. It was pretty. I think I missed it, Lizzie. I'm an ass. Is the music a little quiet? Thank you. How about that? I never know if it's drowning me out or not because it, like, the jumps of the sound moving on the bars do not correlate to anything you guys tell me, so I really appreciate it. Thank you. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm scrolling my chat forever. Oh God, I found it. Thank you. Thank you. What is it? Enthusiasm is contagious. Okay, we can watch this while I change our category. For those wondering, of the games we talked about yesterday after we played, we finished Goro Goa, which by the way is one of the coolest games I've ever played. Please invest, play that game. Really, really, really unique puzzle type, beautiful art game. But we were talking about like what to play next. Well, Herdy over here is out of commission, and there were 3 games. It was Superliminal, Stanley Parable, and There Is No Game. And I put up a poll on Twitter, and I believe Stanley Parable still is winning. They're all installed and ready to go. Because I remembered, and I'm an adult. I'm finding it. Oh yeah, Stanley Parable won by a hard majority. So we're gonna play that first. I am slowly chipping away at my Steam library. I have over 350 unplayed, untouched games in my Steam library. So I've put myself on a strict no buying new games rule until I at least put a fucking dent in it. And literally, in the month of January and the last 2 days, we have already beat 4 games, 3 out of my library and 1 gifted, which is pretty fucking dope. We've already put like a tiny little crack in it. So we're getting there. And all 3 of these games I already owned. So I have them. So the one in second place is There Is No Game. There's a second part to the title, but I couldn't put it in the poll because it's too long. I can't remember what it is. But that's the one we'll play next, and then Superliminal. I have them all. I'm excited. First shot was fine, but every COVID shot after always puts me in bed for like 1 yeah. I just get really tired. And I know it's because my body's dealing with the vaccine. It just sucks. So I bitch. There it is. Thank you, Sales. There is no game wrong to mention. All of them look really cool. I'm very excited to play all of them. I couldn't decide, so I figured a poll. But we're going to play all of them. Maybe I should have said that in the poll. Like, this doesn't mean these other ones are knocked out. And they were all relatively small games. I was just rebacking. Oh my God. Cheers, Miata. Be safe, drive safe. Don't let nasties touch you. Viata's another mask wearer at work every day, by the way, guys. They're out there. We're out there. The people that want to stay safe are out there. Cheers. Jesus Christ, Lizzie. You could have choked. Lizzie said, yeah, I kept passing out and I was trying to eat Indian takeaway at the same time. So passing out while eating Indian was an Olympic sport and it was my birthday. Lizzie. The image of it is funny, but also like tragic. You were supervised good. I'm glad at least someone was there to make sure to like Heimlich you. I know. This korma tastes weird wet sound. Just hear like this light gargling. It's funny but sad. It's funny but sad. Ugh. My hair is too heavy. It's hurting my scalp. It's just fucking ridiculous. I would need to shave it. Oh, I think we've all been there. Like laying on your back trying to eat soup or something, and you just kind of fall asleep with the spoon half on your chin, and it gets stuck because it dries there, and you sit up and you're just like, I feel better. We've been there. We've all been there. Sorry. Hair's too heavy. It's giving me a headache. Too much. Need a haircut. Dumb bad. I know. At least have someone watching you, right? Like, please don't eat feeling poopy and drown in soup. Like, don't do that. We have to wear masks in the nursing home I work at. Awesome. I mean, that's what we were talking about, Jesse. Like, there are some people who seriously think, like, you wear a mask and you're going to get CO2 poisoning. Like, I'm a fucking airhead. I'll admit it. I'll be the first one to admit it, but it was not wearing masks at work all the time that made me an airhead. I moved to the living room halfway through. Oh my God, cute. Lena Marie, I had a couple of those and I've just lost them. You know how it is. Like, you'll buy a pack of hair ties and suddenly all of them are gone and you have one. So you hold that one hair tie with all of your being. Like, this is just the hair tie that I keep with me all the time now because for some reason the 200 are gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. It's like a phenomena of the world. But I did have those. They are great. Have you ever take shrooms and try to eat peanut butter? I haven't done shrooms since I was in high school. It's been a while. In the shower, I think my dogs try to eat them. I found Lilith licking hairbands before. I buy them in packs of 10 and 2 at a time. I've bought literally huge packs and like I separate them and try to hide them from myself and they're just gone. Same with like bobby pins. Where are they? I scared the shit out of a nurse because she thought I'd choked on food after I passed out eating toast. Oh my God, don't eat while you, no. Cake. Stay alive, please. Oh my God, I took Mexican mushrooms and my red woven carpet turned into a field of small red snakes and they were all smiling at me. I don't know what to do with that. I have no idea what to do with that. Was it good? I own snakes. So like I'm not afraid of snakes, but the idea of them smiling at me gives me a second thought. Although, did you know that science recently has proved that snakes have clits? So the female orgasm of humans is a mystery, but snakes have clits. Life is weird. Spiritually, I'm very enthusiastic about people that are enthusiastic about those things. Stanley, playable? I know how to talk. I don't know why it's so hard for me today. The Stanley Parable. Okay. That was good. Thank you, Lizzie. That was fantastic and funny, and I enjoyed that. I had to mute myself for a second because my dogs decided to flip and bark out of nowhere again. And I just don't understand why they do it every day at the exact same time, almost. I'm just perplexed by it. They fucking baffle me. Dogs suck. Anybody want a dog? They're great. We're having a great time. Sorry, I'm moving chat so I can see you. Oh my God, this chat paused way the fuck out. Stop. I personally have never found the bones of a bear that died naturally. Therefore, I mean, I'm saying I've never, like... Oh, wow, that would have been really dark. I'm not going to say that. Nope. Nope, they just bark at, literally, Zach started streaming at the exact same time as he starts every single day, does the exact same thing he does every day. They bark. I don't know. They're just neurotic. I don't get it. I try not to cater to it, though. I fucking wish. I personally don't have the references for bare bones, but I know bare bones exist. I've found dead bears in the woods, but like I don't know how they were killed or died, but I definitely have found a bear bone. I have found the bones of a bear in the woods as a youth. Well, we found dead animals all the fucking time. I don't know. Exactly. I've never been to the moon. I've never, well, I have been to the other side of the earth, I guess. I've been to Thailand. That's like basically the other side. I haven't been to Fiji is where everything where like the day starts, right? I think they get they're like the first person to get, I think, Fiji. I haven't been to Fiji yet. But I've been around it. It looks pretty round to me. I don't know. I'm no scientist, but maybe. My stepdad started going on about giants must exist the other day. I was like, okay, giants? Wait, giants? Like, turn to stone in daylight? Giants? Giants? Like Hagrid giants. Like out of no, but Lizzie, now I'm enthusiastic about this. Is this a thing? Do people believe giants are real? He was referencing the Bible, actually the Nephilim in the book of Enoch. Oh, he's an atheist. Wow. I am so confused now. I'm going to start the game, but I would love for you to give me many, many more details on whatever the fuck's going on there. What? Oh, about the Dunning-Kruger effect. The effect occurs when a person's lack of knowledge and skills in a certain area cause them to overestimate their own competence. Oh. Kel, that is so fucking beautiful. Oh my god. I think it was Dead Kel that said that. Oh, holy shit. That's like painful. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna read that one more for the ones in the back. The Dunning-Kruger effect. Tell me if I'm saying that wrong. It occurs when a person's lack of knowledge and skills in a certain area causes them to overestimate their own competence. Have you ever heard of something potentially more fucking dangerous in your life? Wow. That's terrifying. I hope that's not a thing, but wow. Yeah, they're too dumb to know how dumb they are. And they surround themselves with equally dumb, so like no one's there. It's someone that's profoundly ignorant that believes they're smarter than other people, i.e. Trump saying he knows more about the war than a 4-star career general that's been in the military for 30 plus years. Ew. Ugh, Ty, you right though. I have to drink away the pain. Yuck. What the fuck? Was it disproved? I mean, it might, I don't know. It might be disproved in terms of like actually being like a named thing, but it sounds like a psychological effect of America. We could just call it America. It's why anti-vaxxers think they know better than scientists. Ugh. I'm personally a fan of the Diane Kruger effect. I had an effect of seeing Diane Kruger in National Treasure in Troy. Samesies, though. Samesies. Fucking slip and slide, my dudes. All right, where is Stanley Parable? Should be highly rated, right? There she is. There you be. Tell me about the volume. Is this allowed? What kind of volume game is this? Is this something I need to worry about? Like, is it horror? Are things going? There's sound. Do you hear it?